Shalom, family. We're just waiting for King Obadiah to come. But shalom to everybody in the chat. I hope you've had a wonderful day. Been raining where I am and very cloudy all day. So we'll just give him a few minutes and then we will get started. Thank you, Kenshaw Wardlaw, for becoming a new channel member. Thank you. All right. Shalom to you. Shalom to everyone in the chat. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things going on, it's not even funny. Okay. I hope he can get in. Let's see here. Can't use that. See if I can. Okay, maybe he's having a problem joining. He shouldn't. I don't think so. Just try again. Okay, no. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're still hopefully, I hope he's not having a problem getting in. Oh.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, King Obadiah.
Well, you might not be able to see me, but might have to do it like this.
Okay. All right. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. All right, everybody. We're going to have an evening with King Obadiah, Chief Kings of Kings. And I'm sure we'll enjoy this conversation. So, King Obadiah, we'll just start with introductions. I mean, I know a lot of people in here have seen you around, and you do have your own channel, but I'll just let you give an introduction about yourself.
Okay. I started waking up in about 2012, but I still did not know who I am. I did not find out who I am until 2014. I became aware in 2012. I started looking for truth from 2012 to 2014, but I didn't find it until 2014. When I found out that I'm an Israelite in 2014, I started reading the word. I found out who I am. I found out that, we were going through what we we're going through because of the sins of our ancestors. And the Most High was calling us back. He was calling us back to him because, it was nearing the end. And I also found out that as he was calling us back to him, as the Father was calling us back to him, he was also preparing to judge the Gentiles.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm looking, just give me 1 second. Okay. I don't know what happened, but I can't seem to find my, I use glasses. I can't seem to find them right now. I don't know what happened, but, okay. What I'm going to have to go without them.
Okay.
So here's where we're at. I found out who I was. I found out that the Most High is calling the Israelites back. I found out that as he's calling the Israelites back, the Gentiles are about to be judged. Now, I started reading the word. When I read the word, I was finding all kinds of judgments on all the Gentile nations combined. And I was finding nothing but judgment, 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 judgment. And the Most High is pissed and the Most High is mad. And the Gentiles are in for a hell of a time. So
Mm-hmm.
after I found out all of that, guess what happened? You'll
What
never guess. Guess what happened? You'll
what
never guess.
happened?
I had a 3-month vision. Okay? This vision, it was an open vision, it was a waking vision. The whole thing lasted for 3 months straight.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the vision. Everywhere I went, okay, this was when I was out in the world and I was, just doing things and going around and handling my business. Everywhere I went, I saw nothing but, in the spiritual realm, I saw nothing but dead, slaughtered white women.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I saw. Dead, slaughtered white women. Everybody was dead. Nobody was alive. Every time I laid my eyes on a white woman in the spiritual realm, she was dead. She was slaughtered. If she had a daughter with her, her daughter was also dead and slaughtered with her. I was having visions of dead, slaughtered white women everywhere. And I actually never told nobody this, but I guess now's the time for me to tell it. So this is my vision. It lasted for 3 months. These are the things I saw when I first came into the truth in 2014. These are the things I saw. Everywhere I went, I saw nothing but dead, slaughtered white women. Okay, the mothers were dead, the daughters were dead, the sisters were dead, the aunts were dead. This is all in the spiritual realm. Nobody was alive. Everywhere I went, dead, slaughtered white women. I said, I was seeing so many dead, slaughtered white women in the spirit. I was like, damn, nobody's alive? Not even one? So I was seeing things like bodies stacked on top of bodies, on top of bodies, on top of bodies. Okay? It was like piles and piles of dead, slaughtered white women. There was no mercy for any of them. This is what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
No mercy for any of them. They were dead, they were slaughtered, and their bodies were stacked one on top of the other. And I saw I saw the bodies of mothers on top of their daughters. Okay. They were both dead, but the mother was on top of the daughter trying to protect her from the Most High's judgments. These are the things I saw. I saw I saw piles of dead, slaughtered white women. Okay, European, Caucasian, Edomite, Japhetic white women, dead, slaughtered white women, piles and piles and piles of bodies. Now, these were not just ordinary piles. I mean, these were piles like it looked like they were in a group. It looked like all these women were in a group and somebody just machine gunned them all down, just mowed them down. And there was blood everywhere. There was bodies and blood everywhere. Okay. That was my vision. That was my vision. It lasted for 3 months. And I tried to come out of it, but I couldn't come out of it. So, like for 3 months, I tried to come out of it. I couldn't come out of it. This is what I saw for 3 months. So I had to pray about it. And in order for me to actually come out of that vision, I had to pray for another 3 months to come out of that vision. So that was my vision when I first came into the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Now, fast forward to now. This is the message that the Most High has. Really, the Most High and Yahushua has for the 12 tribes of Israel. 7 raptures total is prophesied. 7 raptures total is prophesied. And the first rapture, the first one, is getting ready to take place. Now, I'm really not going to give a timetable. All I'm going to say is the first rapture out of 7 is imminent. So, to be quite honest, I'm not expecting the elect to be here very long.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on is the 400 years has passed. But after the 400 years has passed, 3.5 years had to be fulfilled. The 3.5 years was fulfilled in April of last month. So 400 years of captivity and 3.5 years at the same time fulfilled, which was fulfilled in April of last month. So the reason that we were still here after the 400 years was fulfilled in 2019 is because 3.5 years had to be fulfilled also. And that was fulfilled last month in April. So where we're at now is we're basically, the message that I'm getting, like daily, like every day, the message that I'm getting is we're just waiting on Yahushua to crack the sky now. That's what we're waiting on. Okay. And the 7 raptures. Okay. I'm using the word raptures because it's easy for everybody to understand what that is. It's easy for everybody to understand. That's why I'm using the word rapture. The 7 raptures all go to the 12 tribes of Israel. They are for the 12 tribes of Israel. They are covenanted to the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay. And the 7 raptures are not for the Gentiles. They are for the Israelites. Now, if the Gentiles if the Gentiles that are called want to have something to do with that, then they are going to have to cleave to Jacob, just like Big Judah talks about. They are going to have to cleave to Jacob, just like Big Judah talks about. If they want any mercy from the Most High, they got to cleave to Jacob. They have to believe in the true Messiah. They got to let go of that Caesar Borgia Messiah. They have to believe in the real Messiah, the black Messiah that they love to hate. They got to believe in him, and they have to cleave to the house of Jacob. Why do they have to cleave to the house of Jacob? Let me see. So why do they have to cleave to the house of Jacob? Because the kingdom of heaven goes to Jacob, not the Israel. I mean, the kingdom of heaven goes to Jacob, not the Gentiles. The kingdom of heaven is ours, not theirs. So if you have a Gentile that hates and despises and they down with the white supremacy, and they hate so-called black people, they hate those of Negro descent, okay, Negro, Israelite descent, the descendants of Jacob. It's no chance for them. They got no chance, because the Most High is not going to, for a Gentile, a Gentile cannot hate the Israelites and go up to heaven to live with the Israelites they hate. So the Most High is not going to allow that. Now, Satan's weapon against the Gentiles is white supremacy. That's his weapon, okay? His weapon to keep, his weapon to keep his children, let's put it that way. His weapon to keep his people, his children, is white supremacy. Satan gave white supremacy to his children. Let's put it that way. Satan gave white supremacy to his children to keep them from, really honestly, from our kingdom. And I mean, it's worked wonders for Satan, because they have been in white supremacy so long that it's almost impossible for them to come out of it. So, okay, I'm not trying to save anybody. I'm just telling the truth. Here's the truth. The only way a Gentile who is embroiled in white supremacy even has a chance is they have to bow down to the black Messiah and beg him to strip the white supremacy and the hate that comes with it out of them. That's the only chance they got, because the Most High is not going to allow Gentiles that hate his chosen people and nation up there. So what I'm trying to say is this. Our first rapture is imminent. Based on the information that the Most High has given me, it's about to take place. Now, for the Israelites, because we are finding out that the first rapture is about to take place and is imminent, we have to be ready for our own kingdom. So we cannot be caught in no willful sins. We cannot be caught in any willful sins. If there is an Israelite out there that's listening and you are still struggling, you're still struggling with any kind of willful sin, then you're in trouble. You're in trouble, brother. You're in trouble, sister. If you're struggling with any kind of willful sin right now at this time and you are not yet free, you're in trouble, because our first rapture out of 7 raptures is about to take place. So you have to be ready. And the only way you can be ready is you have to be free. You have to make up your mind completely to turn from whatever the Holy Spirit, whatever the Most High, whatever Yahushua, whatever the Holy Spirit, whatever the word of Yah is telling you to turn away from. You have to turn away from any willful sins now, today, like right now. Remember, the 400 years is past. The 3.5 year prophecy is also fulfilled. So all we're waiting on right now is Yahushua to crack the sky. That's it. After Yahushua cracks the sky, all hell is going to break loose down here on all these nations that mistreated us, that enslaved us, that punished us. All hell is going to break loose after the elect are out of here. That's where we're at right now. So for the Israelites, this is for the Israelites. If you are an Israelite and you're struggling with any kind of willful sin, then you should go to my channel, go to the community section, and look up the wisdom of King Obadiah. Go to the community section, go to my community section and look up the wisdom of King Obadiah, which is a word that was written, that was really scribed by me, according to the Father's will. And you have to read all of it it's got 90 verses. And if you want to be free, you're going to have to read all of it. Okay. If you are an Israelite, you're struggling with sin, go to my channel, go to my community section and look up the wisdom of King Obadiah. And, the Most High put it on me to write that. So it will bring you out. It will bring you out because you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out what's holding you back. If you read all of it, you got to read all of it from the first verse to the 90th verse. You got to read all of it. Somewhere in there, you're gonna find out what's holding you back. And once you understand what's holding you back, then you can be set free. Okay. So this is really for my people. The wisdom of King Obadiah is, I wrote it for my people, but eventually God's going to give it to everybody. Eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So does everybody understand that the 400 years is fulfilled? The 3.5 years is fulfilled. There are 7 raptures prophesied. I prophesied those 7 raptures. And the first rapture is about to take place based on all the confirmations that the Most High and Yahushua is giving me. They are giving me 4 and 5 confirmations that we're coming up out of here like daily. I'm getting 4 and 5 confirmations a day. So, and these confirmations are telling me, go up, fly up, stuff like that. So, and I'm getting this like anywhere from 3 to 5 times a day, every day. So this is telling me that Yahushua is getting ready to crack the sky. Now, it is important to understand that the time for preparation, the preparation time, how Yah prepares his people, the preparation time is pretty much over. Okay, the preparation time is over. At this point, we're already supposed to be ready for Yahushua to crack that sky. At this point, the preparation time is over. The time of testing, okay, how the Most High tests his people, I would say that's pretty much almost over. And all we're waiting for is Yahushua to crack the sky. That's it. So if you have 7 raptures prophesied, 7, and we know about this 2024 the 2024 great eclipse, whatever it's called. We know about that. Well, things are going to happen based on what I'm getting. Things are going to happen way before that 2024 gets here. So the Gentiles, they're scared to death of this 2024 great eclipse that's coming. But the information that I'm getting is Yahushua is going to crack the sky way before that 2024 gets here. So basically, the world is not ready for what's coming. The world is not ready. And based on the understanding that I have with Yahushua's imminent return, that is telling me that he's coming back, he's taking us up, and we're going to do what we got to do up there, train and everything, and then we're coming back down here in 2024. So the Gentiles that are waiting for 2024, well, we'll be based on what I'm getting, we'll already be out of here by then, and we're actually coming back in 2024. So that's the understanding that I have. That's the understanding that I'm getting. Basically, altogether, it just looks like the people are going to start, like the elect are going to start disappearing. Okay, which means that they have been taken up. So that's the message. That is the message, and that's for the Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Now,
also other things. Oh, go
I,
ahead. Go ahead.
I have one question for you, King. How do you feel about these Israelites that are denying the existence of a Black Messiah?
I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them. I feel so bad for my brethren, but my descendant brethren. I feel bad for them. I feel real bad for them. What, based on what I understand, you have the elect that's going to be taken up on the first rapture, and you have other Israelites that are going to reject the Son, that might not get it until after the first fruits are taken up. So even though they rejected Yahushua at first, they still got a chance. We got 7 raptures coming. 7 raptures coming. So they still got a whole lot of chances. But after the first rapture takes place, which is the first fruits of the first fruits of the kingdom, they're still going to have 6 more left. So they'll have plenty of time to come back. But I do feel bad for them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, there's something else. Okay, Yahushua's 1,000-year reign. Now we understand as Israelites that Yahushua's 1,000-year reign for the Israelites is actually 1,000 years of servitude and captivity for the Gentiles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that 1,000 years has been increased to 1,075 years. Okay, it's no longer 1,000 years. Yesterday, I posted a video adding 70 years to Yahushua's 1,000-year reign. I got back 3 confirmations from the Most High and Yahushua, and a 3rd confirmation from the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I got 3 confirmations back that the Most High and Yahushua has already accepted that 70 years, that 70 extra years of reign for Yahushua. So it's no longer 1,000 years, it's 1,075 years now. Okay, does everybody understand that? 1,075 years of captivity for all the wicked of the Gentiles. Now, what does that mean? It means that all the wicked of the Gentiles that survive the judgments are going in chains. Not only are they going in chains, they're also going to be locked up in cages. Okay? They're going in chains. The wicked of the Gentiles are going in chains and are going to be locked up in cages. So, and we have to lock them up. The reason we have to lock them up is because look what's going on right now. They're running loose, they're running free. And the only way to get this thing under control is to put them in chains and lock them up. Okay? And I'm talking about the wicked.
I really agree with you. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
I'm talking about the wicked Gentiles. Okay? In the Most High's eyes, in Yahushua eyes, there's two kinds of Gentiles. So the Gentiles that cleave to Jacob, the Gentiles that cleave to Jacob do not have to go in chains because they are already obedient to Yahushua and the law. They're already obedient to Yahushua and the Most High. So if they're already obedient, they don't have to go in chains. We don't have to put them in chains. There's no point putting them in chains. They're obedient. And I'm talking about the Gentiles that accept the true Messiah and cleave to the house of Jacob. They do not have to go in chains. We're not going to put them in chains. But the wicked of the Gentiles that rejected the Messiah, they hate the 12 tribes of Israel. They hate they hate the so-called Negro. They are going in chains and they're going to get locked up. Okay. And I'm just tell you straight up, all the wicked Gentiles that do not bow down before Yahushua, before the kings and queens of Israel, they're just going to get slaughtered out. They're going to get slaughtered out. If they don't bow, they're dead. Point blank, period. That's what's going to take place in the kingdom. They either bow or die. Okay? Now, the Gentiles that bow, I'm talking about the wicked Gentiles that bow. We're going to put them in chains and we're going to lock them up in cages. Okay? And we're going to feed them like they fed us. Okay? They fed us pig slop. We're going to feed them pig slop out of troughs, and we're going to feed them. They're going to eat on all fours like a pig. I'm just being honest. If they step out of line, we're going to crack. If they step out of line, we're going to crack our black whips across their white backs. Okay? It ain't going to be no mercy up in there if they step out of line. And I'm being honest, and I don't care if they don't like it. I don't care if your feelings are hurt. Okay? You Gentiles that are out there, you hate us. You despise us. You want to side with those wicked cops that are shooting our peoples in the street. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if your feelings are hurt. Your feelings are nothing compared to the truth. Okay? And I know you listening. Okay? This is one of the reasons that I don't teach too much, because if I start teaching some stuff, then I'm going to start getting upset, and you're going to hear it in my voice. And there are things that are just there are things about me that are just, the Most High just don't want to come out. So I'm basically in the background. Now, here's the thing. The Gentiles that cleave to Jacob, they're going to get, I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to give it to you straight up. The Gentiles that cleave to Jacob, they're going to be our handmaids and servants. Okay? And they're going to get it easy peasy. They're going to get it easy peasy. Okay? And they're going to be our close quarters handmaids and servants. The Gentiles that mistreated Jacob, they enslaved us, they treated us like dirt, they slaughtered us in the streets, they had a good time oppressing us. Now, we all know that those kind of Gentiles are going in chains and they're going in cages if they live through the Most High's judgments. Um, okay, two Jerusalems. Okay, we already know that there's a true Jerusalem in Africa, and there's also a Jerusalem here in the West. Okay, or in the North, in North America. So that's telling you right off the top, two Jerusalems. So what that tells me is when New Jerusalem comes down from heaven, uh, that's telling me that there's going to be like more than one holy city. One holy city is going into Africa, and another holy city is going into North America. And the holy city that's going into North America is either going to be set down in America or South America. My guess is, probably South America. My guess is South America because it's right on a hardcore ley line. South America is right on a hardcore ley line. So my guess is it's going to go. The New Jerusalem is going to. I see two Jerusalems. Actually, I see three New Jerusalems. I see three. I see three holy cities. Now the scripture says New Jerusalem, but what I see is three holy cities coming down. One is going to be set in Australia. Another one is going to be set. The main one is going to be set in Africa, and another one is going to be set in in uh in North America, either in America or most likely, in all likelihood, in South America on that hardcore ley line. So that's what I see. I can't prove it, but understand there's a Jerusalem in Africa, and there's also a Jerusalem in North America. So you got two Jerusalems. So what I see is three new Jerusalems coming down from heaven. That's what I see in my spiritual eyes. I see three new Jerusalems coming down, and one is going to be set in Australia, and another one in Africa, and another one in North America. That's what I see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we'll find out. We'll find out when that takes place. Um, Based on what Esau really is Esau, but Japheth is also guilty as well. Okay, for me, Esau is the Esau is the okay, the so-called white man. It's not just Esau; it's also Japheth. Um, and a good example of Japheth would be okay if you go to Genesis 10, you're going to see Japheth. Japheth is going to have a son, and then that son is going to have another son, which is going to be the grandson of Japheth. And that grandson, his name is Ashkenaz. So what do the only way I can say it is imposters. They're not the real Jews, but what do the Jews in Jerusalem, in Israel, what do they call themselves? They call themselves Ashkenaz and Sephardic. Now I don't know much about the Sephardic, but I do know that they call themselves Ashkenaz, as in Ashkenaz Jew. So that tells you right then and there that the Ashkenaz is Japheth. It's right there in Genesis 10. So the white man to me is Esau and Japheth. And most of those in the cold areas, And in the east, on the north, in all those cold regions, most of that is Esau and Japheth, like they're mixed in together. So that's what I see. That's how I see it. Japheth, Japheth, the Ashkenaz financed finance they financed our slavery. Okay. And then they sent the Edomites. The Edomites are also in Rome. So they sent the Edomites to Rome. They sent the Edomites to all these other places. Really, they sent the Edomites also to the North America. So you have Japheth and Esau working together to destroy us. Japheth financed it as the Ashkenaz, and Esau, he did all the dirty work, like the hands-on dirty work.
Mm-hmm.
All nations shall bow down and worship Jacob. And I'm just going to stop it right there. I could say more.
Mm-hmm.
All these Gentiles that hate us, they are going to bow down and worship us or die. That's what the Most High is going to set up. Okay. And it's not us that's doing it. We're not doing this. It's the Most High that's doing it. Okay. Now we know that it's all about the Most High. It's all about Yahushua. We know it's about the Father and the Son and our Holy Spirit Mother Queen Jerusalem. It's about the Father. It's about the Son, and blessings to our Holy Spirit Mother Queen Jerusalem. But the Most High is going to share His glory, as He did with His Son. He's going to share His glory with the elect Israelites. So what does that mean? That means that the Gentile nations are going to have to bow down. They're going to have to bow down and worship Jacob and supplicate to Jacob. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be real hard for Gentiles that hate us to bow down and worship us. It's going to be real hard, man, but they're going to have to do it. They're going to have to do it.
Yeah.
Earth is the true age of Earth, just based on the scripture. The true age of Earth is 6,000 years old, based on scripture, and is 12,000 if you count the creation. So 6,000 to create it, and another 6,000, from Adam and Eve, to the end. So the Earth is really, if you count the creation, is 12,000 altogether. But from Adam till now, it's about 6,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a statement. This is a statement that needs to be said, and this statement is important and it needs to be said. Israelite men, Hebrew Israelite men, the so-called Negro man, the black man, not all black men, but Israelite men who are known as Negroes. Israelite men are the best supreme lovers, romancers, and love makers of all women, in and out the bedroom, far above all heathen men. I have to say that Israelite men are the best supreme lovers, romancers, and love makers of all women, in and out the bedroom, far above all Gentile men. What does that mean? Gentile men cannot compete. Point blank, period. All the heathen men know it. And I'm not advocating for Israelites to go out there and jump on Gentile women. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is Israelite men are the best. We are the best. Lovers, romancers, and love makers. We are the best. And all you heathen men are going to have to bow down to Jacob in that department. Okay? I'm making it very clear to the whole world. Israelite men are the best. The seed of Israel is the best. And there's no way around it. You guys hate us. You Gentile men, you hate and despise us because you know we're the best. And I'm talking about in and out the bedroom. You know we're the best. So the only thing you Gentile men can do is sit your ass down. Sit the fuck down. Okay, I'm trying not to curse. Sit down, shut up, and bow down to the prowess of Hebrew Israelite men. Bow the F down. All you heathen men. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if your feelings are hurt. You know the truth. Israelite men are the best. Bow the heck down.
The best at everything, King Obadiah.
Okay. You're right.
Best at
You're right.
everything. And that's why there is a great jealousy for the Hebrew man in this world.
Yeah, they know that we're the best at everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they know. But that one thing needed to be said. It needed to be made clear. It needed to be spoken clear. And the world needed to hear it. Okay? The world needed to hear it.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and they make mockery of us, but then turn around and do the exact same thing that we do.
Yeah, just like Satan copies the Most High, they copy us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Gentiles owe Jacob everything. Gentiles owe Jacob everything that they own. I did write something out in my community section that explains that. Give me a minute to check that out. Okay. We're going to find out what the nations owe us. Okay? Just 1 minute, and we're going to find out what the nations owe us. I'm going to just make it, I'm going to just get right to it, what they actually owe us. Okay, here we go. Behold, these are the possessions which all Gentile nations owes to the house of Judah and the house of Israel by the Most High's word, laws, statutes, and commandments. All Gentile nations shall bow down in full and total submission, subjection, and obedience to Judah and Israel, and give up all their riches, wealth, monies, gold, silver, diamonds, precious jewels, homes, cars, possessions, resources, businesses, bank accounts, lands, and everything they own, which also includes their boats and their planes and everything they own, and everything they own as compensation, recompense, and restitution forever to the 12 Hebrew Israelite tribes of Israel, who is the Most High's chosen holy nation and royal people. That's just one portion of what the Gentiles owe. But that's not enough. It's not enough. They owe more. So let's find out what else they owe. Behold, all Gentile nations, this is also what you truly owe to Judah and Israel, the Negroes, you know us as the Negroes, of the 12 tribes of Israel, who are the Most High's chosen Hebrew Israelite nation and people. For all you Gentiles owe to us, Negroes, and our God, okay, our power, all of your Gentile lives. The Gentiles owe us their lives. All your Gentile lives, will, minds, bodies, hearts, souls, worship, servitude, pleasures, pains, deaths, sons, daughters, boys, girls, children, toddlers, babies, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, uncles, aunts, and entire immediate family members and entire extended families also. You even owe us all your best friends, co-workers, and jobs. The Gentile nations owe us everything. There's nothing that the Gentile nations do not owe us. They owe us everything they own, including their family members and their friends and their co-workers and their jobs. They're going to have to pay up. The Most High is going to make them pay. And based on what I just read, they're not going to want to give any of that up. We all know that it's not in the Gentiles. It's not in them to give up everything. They can't even share. They cannot even share their blessings. Their blessings when they were in it. They can't even share their blessings with us. But when the kingdom of heaven comes, they're going to want us to share our blessings with them. Now, how is that how hypocritical is that? You understand? This is how the Gentiles operate. They operate in their whole kingdom is set up on hypocrisies. Their entire kingdom, their whole kingdom is set up on hypocrisies. Do everything for us, but we will do nothing for you. That is how the Gentiles operate. Now, I'm not saying that in hate. Look at the history. This is how they operate. There's probably some Gentiles out there that's probably thinking to himself right now, he just called all the Gentile nations hypocrites. Well, look at your history. Look at your history, Gentiles. Take a good look. Your whole history against the 12 tribes of Israel is a history of hypocrisies against Jacob. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay. You still there? You still there, Queen? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think she... Let me see what we got. I think the Queen, I think, hang on. Let me see where we're at. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Okay. We all know that there's two sets of 144,000, right? We all know that there's two sets of 144,000. And Okay. There are two sets of 144,000. And we know that uh, one of the 144,000 is mentioned in Revelation 7. Those are the kings. And there's a second set of 144,000 that's mentioned in the Old Testament as well. And those are the queens. So, I'm not going to say anything about myself, but my queen, whoever my queen is, she is going to be a very, very, very lucky woman. Very lucky woman. And the kingdom of heaven is a patriarchal kingdom for the kings to rule everything and everybody. But my queen, for myself, my queen, she is going to sit on two thrones. And that's what I'm doing for my queen. Whoever my queen is, when it comes out who my queen is, she is going to sit on two thrones. And that's what I'm doing for my queen. Let's see. King Obadiah's queen shall sit on two thrones. And that's what I have written down. And that's surely going to take place. Yes. Yes, my queen is going to sit on two thrones. Okay. She's going to have a throne in, she's going to have a throne on the earth, and she's going to have another throne in heaven. And that's going to my queen. I bless that. I bless that to her in the name of Yah. I bless that to her. Now, let's see if there's anything else that the Most High wants put out. Uh, okay, there's just one last thing. So King Obadiah loves his Israelite and Gentile wives. Let's say that again. King Obadiah. I, King Obadiah, love my Israelite and Gentile wives. Okay? So I love them both. And that's a statement. That is a statement from King Obadiah to the 12 tribes of Israel. And that's pretty much it. That's everything that I have right now. So I'm at the end of it. Somebody's really going off. Somebody's going off, man, hard. Okay. Um, yeah. I don't know. Okay. That's all I have for right now. Um, yeah, that's all I have for right now. I don't know. Guys, House of Jacob, I believe our queen is really, really tired. She must have worked hard like yesterday, today. Yeah, if somebody got her number, they should probably call her.
No, you don't have to call me. You
Oh, okay,
know,
all right, all right.
King Obadiah, you have,
It's some snoring going on.
oh, yeah, I might have dozed off. But let me just say this to you. Just listening to you, and I just want you to know you have quite some insight. And I really mean that. Even when I listen to your videos, I hear a lot of insight. You bring up things and you have visions and stuff about things that I don't hear from other Israelites. I really don't. Now, I've heard people tell me about dreams, or they'll have a premonition about something, but it doesn't go in depth like yours. Like when you were sitting here saying, you had that 3 week vision that was going on. It just went on, but you kept seeing the same thing. But in the same token, I have never heard anybody's vision going on that long. That's pretty
Yeah,
extraordinary.
yeah. Mine went for 3 months, and it
Three
took
months.
me
That's right. You said 3 months. That's quite a vision. I'm just saying. That
it took
is
yeah, it took me 3 months of prayer to come up out of that one. But
it, it,
that
it
vision in and of itself is a mystery. It's a really big mystery, and it'll be revealed in the kingdom.
mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's more than just a vision. It's also a mystery.
Yeah. Well, it just hasn't happened yet. It's just like when we hear about war and rumor of war.
Yeah.
And we're in that phase right now, with the US and Russia and Ukraine and all that stuff, and everybody's making threats on each other.
Well, I believe that our first rapture is going to coincide right around the timing of, you know, you could say World War III. I
Mm-hmm.
believe it's going to coincide right around that time. So we're just waiting on, we're just waiting on the Most High to put out the command for these Gentiles to just go at it with each other, World War III to start, and then we're out of here. Pretty much
Mm-hmm.
somewhere around there. Either either they're going to start fighting first, and the Most High is going to rapture us out. Yahushua is going to rapture us out of here, or Yahushua is going to rapture us out of here, and World War III starts. It's one of the. It's somewhere in that area.
Yeah. And
It's
and I
one or
don't
the
think
other.
we're too far off from this either. I really don't. It's almost like when I did a live stream and I was talking about how they keep saying things about the 2024 eclipse. And it is very clear that these Gentiles, is something about that is really scaring them. It is scaring them a lot. I mean, we're still in 2021 and they are talking about that eclipse like it's about to happen any second now, you
Well,
know, but we
well, the
know it's
most.
still
Go ahead.
2024.
Well, I believe that the Most High got something for them, and they're looking in 2024, but I believe the Most High is going to move faster than that.
Mhm.
I believe he's going to move faster than that. I believe that we're going to be coming back down in 2024. We'll already be
Mhm.
gone by then.
Mhm.
So that's what I believe, based on everything that that the Most High, Yah is giving me. We're going to already be gone by 2024. And
Mhm.
when 2024 does actually get here, we're probably going to. It looks like we're going to be coming back down in 2024. So Yahushua cracks the sky. Let's say he does. Let's say Yahushua cracks the sky this year. So Yahushua cracks the sky this year. We go up. What we're going to be doing up there is training to come back down here in 2024.
Mhm.
So they're looking at 2024. Like the Most High is going to make his big move and judge all the nations on 2024, and they're probably onto something, but we're going to already be out of here, and we're coming back down with the army of Yah in 2024. That's what I see. So we're going to already be gone, raptured up, and we're going to be up there training while they're down here suffering those judgments. And we're coming back down in 2024. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. So they're kind of right, because they're kind of right to be afraid, because when Yahushua cracks the sky, I would say Yahushua cracks the sky in 2024. I would say that. So let's say he cracks the sky in 2024 to multiple raptures, right?
Mhm.
Yahushua cracks the sky. He's coming back with us. Okay. It's going to be all hell breaking loose.
It sure will
It's
be.
going to be it's going to be arms. It's going to be arms and legs and bodies flying all around, and
Blood up to the horse's bridle.
they're not ready for a bunch of Israelite supermen flying around here and all up there in the air. They're not ready for that.
They can't even handle us now, really, King
Yeah,
Obadiah.
they can't handle this now. So how are
Because
they going to
right
handle?
now, think about it. Right now, we're speaking a lot of truth, and they're having fits. I mean, just looking at what they've done online, where they're trying to silence us.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the truth is going to come out regardless. The truth is going to keep on coming out until the Most High is ready to, let them shut it down. The Most High, until He's ready to shut it down, it's going to keep on coming.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High is going to get His way. He's going to get His way no matter what. There's nothing they can do about it. It's really, honestly, it's the Most High's way or the highway. It's the Most High's way or the highway. It's the Most High's way or the highway. He calls the shots. The Most High calls the shots. Yahweh Shai executes the Most High's judgments. The Israelites are going to execute the Most High's judgments under Yahweh Shai. So it's the Most High's way, and that's the only way. It's His
Mm-hmm.
way, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. It doesn't matter what they do at this point because they're not going to be able to stop nothing. But I think they get the impression they're going to be able to control the narrative even to the end, and they don't realize they don't have that kind of power or authority on this planet
I
at
don't think
all.
they. Yeah, it's looking like they don't have that kind of time neither.
Mm-hmm.
To me, based on what Yah's given me, they don't have that kind of time.
Mm-mm.
They talk about their population decline, like they're going to be here for 10 years, 20 years. Man, we ain't gonna be here that long.
No,
You know.
no. And then, go back to what Joe Biden said. He said they were, he was saying pretty much what you were saying. They are in a population decline. They know this is going to be their time in the minority. But see, where he messed up was he said we're going to have to negotiate with the Hispanics. And I said, where is he getting this from? This must be just some crap they're teaching each other. We don't have no history of going to Latinos and Chinese people and anyone else on this earth to get things done.
Well, I believe what he was actually saying is, I'm going to do for the Hispanics, and I'm not going to do anything for you guys. I
Mm-hmm.
believe that's what he was saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean that didn't make any sense. But then again, they don't make sense to me on even on any given day. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, King, I'm gonna, just step aside and let you give some closing remarks and, just let everybody know his name, King Obadiah 144K, Chief, King of Kings, is the name of his channel. Because I saw that a few people were asking what was your channel. That is his channel. That's how you would find him on YouTube.
Yeah, just type in King Obadiah and you'll find it. You don't have to type the whole name in. Just type in King Obadiah. The way Queen Lisa, the way she spelled it on the title, just type in King Obadiah and it'll come up.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to type in the whole thing. Just King Obadiah. That's it, and my channel will pop up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is
Um,
there anything more you want to say?
that's pretty much it. The Gentiles are in trouble. Okay. Um, they are not actually. See, right now they're in tribulation. The great tribulation hasn't. Okay, You got the tribulation of the Gentiles, and you have the great tribulation of the Gentiles. The great tribulation hasn't even started yet. They're in tribulation, not great tribulation yet. They're still in tribulation, okay?
Mhm.
And as long as the 10 as long as the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham is in play, they're in tribulation. This is tribulation for the Gentiles. But when the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham is finished, great tribulation starts for the Gentiles. Okay? And that's going to be pure hell. They think they're going through it now. This is just the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. The 10 plagues is a precursor to the great tribulation of the Gentiles. So you have the 10 plagues, which is also the 10 plagues of Egypt. The Gentile nations are basically, they're in the 10 plagues of Egypt right now. And after the 10 plagues of Egypt is finished, great tribulation begins for the Gentiles.
Okay.
After the great tribulation is finished, the 1,000-year reign begins. So you got tribulation for the Gentiles, then great tribulation for the Gentiles, then the 1,000-year reign. So, there's a little bit of time between now and then before that 1,000-year reign starts. But,
Mhm.
we'll already be in the kingdom by then. We'll be in the kingdom long before the 1,000-year reign begins. We'll be in the kingdom long before that. So, and even after when the 1,000-year reign begins, um, after the 1,000-year reign ends, okay, the Gentiles that cleave to Jacob, we're going to let them, they're going to be set free, okay? The Gentiles that cleave to Jacob, after after they serve the 1,000 years, we're going to set them free. But the wicked Gentiles are still going to have to serve another 75 years of captivity after Yahushua 1,000-year reign, because Yahushua's 1,000-year reign is extended by 75 years. So that's going to take place also.
Mhm.
So to the Israelite teachers out there, it's no longer 1,000 years. It's 1,000. It's 1,075 years now, and that is going to be Yahushua's reign now. It's 1,075 years.
Okay. All right, everybody. I definitely enjoyed this evening with King Obadiah. And like I said, he seems to have insight that I haven't heard from any other Israelite, and you may find his videos interesting. I don't believe we all have to be the same, or even have the same message. That's one thing that's very unique about us. You know, this was a few years back, King Obadiah. I had um, a woman on, and she spoke about how she was under demonic attacks, and she brought out some really interesting things in that attack, and she also going through her walk as an Israelite. And it was just very interesting. I think we have experienced life so differently. If you talk to one of us, it's not like talking to all of us. It really isn't. It really isn't. We may all complain about the same things, but I think ultimately we do have our own way and our own visions and our own insight on how we have lived life and how we speak about that.
Yeah, we all have different personalities. I mean, we're the same people, but we
Hmm.
have different personalities. We all have our own unique personalities and insights.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
when you bring all our personalities and insights together, then you have a you have a nation that pretty much hits on everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's not like one man or even one woman can do it all. We do it all together.
Yes. Yes. I do believe that. All right, King Obadiah, I thank you for being here. And we'll definitely do this again. Um, Sometimes I do like bringing a person back, like Brother L, I've had him back twice.
Okay.
And, as things go on and they change, you may have even more to talk about, as because we know we're going to see a lot of changes going on over
Okay.
this next year or two. I definitely believe that.
Well, the Gentiles, they are condemning themselves when they hate us, when they hate us, when they mistreat us, when they call us the N word and do all their dirt. They're condemning themselves. I think they, maybe they know it, maybe they don't. It's not my business. Not trying to save everybody, but the truth is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the message that I get, the message that I have is the Most High and Yahushua, the Most High and Yahushua. Uh, they're not really condemning the Gentiles. The Gentiles are condemning themselves by their own hate and white supremacy.
Yes.
So they're going to be like, when the judgment comes, they're going to be like pointing the finger at the Most High and Yahushua, talking about, uh, why won't you let me in? And and Yah is going to like show them that, hey, you had my word and you condemned yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't condemn you. You condemned yourself. You had my word. My people told you who they are, and you still hated on them. So you condemn yourself. It's all on you. Okay. And that's pretty much going to be a lot of Gentiles' judgments. Satan gave them white supremacy. Satan gave them hate for Jacob. So, every time they support white supremacy or hate on Jacob, then they're actually serving Satan. But I don't know if they know that or not. Maybe they do know it. Maybe they don't care. But
Mm-hmm.
Satan is the one that gave uh, Edom and Japheth, and really all the Gentile nations through Edom and Japheth. Satan is the one that gave all the Gentile nations like supremacy and hate for the 12 tribes of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
So when they practice their white supremacy, when they practice their hate on us, they're serving their daddy Satan. Point blank, period.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Most High, the Most High promised the 12 tribes of Israel, He promised us peace. He promised us peace. And if you have Gentiles, what that means is the only way for the Most High to keep His promise of peace to the 12 tribes of Israel is to cut off the Gentiles that practice white supremacy and hate toward His chosen Israelite nation. He has to cut them off in order to keep His promise for peace to Jacob. So they have been practicing white supremacy and hate for so long
Wow.
that it's almost impossible for them to come out of it. They just can't do it. And the only way that they even have a chance is to bow down to the black Messiah, cleave to the house of Jacob, and beg the Most High to to strip and cut out the white supremacy and hate that's in them. That's the only way they got a chance. Satan got all the Gentile nations locked down,
Mhm.
except except for the Gentiles that the Most High has called. Other than that, he's got all the Gentile nations locked down.
Yeah.
The the Israelites that reject the Son, there's a reason for them. Uh, yeah, there's a reason for them. Should I get into it or not?
You can if
Nah,
you want.
I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Okay.
But the Most High got a reason. They're not. He's not completely cutting them out because there are seven raptures that's given to the 12 tribes of Israel. So he's not completely cutting them out, but there is a purpose for the 2/3. But I'm not going to spoil that surprise.
Mhm. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I do enjoy, our time together. And like I said, you can find King Obadiah. Like he said, just type in King Obadiah and you'll have an opportunity to subscribe to his channel and listen to any of his videos. And you can go over there and listen to the videos that he already have posted. Yeah,
Okay.
somebody brought up Dana Stevens. Yeah. Yeah, I guess he's an example of an Edomite that's cleaving to the house of Israel. Remember, you're not going to see many of them. They're going to be, you know, just remnants of them as well. It won't be an overwhelming big number of them at all. All right, King Obadiah. Definitely keep in touch. I got your email, so I know how to reach out to you if I need to.
Okay. It was nice talking to you, Queen Lisa.
Yes, it was definitely nice having you here. All right, everybody, please enjoy the rest of your night. And wherever you are, may the Most High keep his strongest hedge of protection around you. That's my alarm here. May he keep the strongest hedge of protection around you and your family. Shalom, family.